The sunshine has finally come just in time for the new Concord Players production, The Hunchback of Notre Dame. CCTV was granted behind-the-scenes access of the production and was able to talk with some of the cast members about the play.
The play itself really centers on 4 to 5 characters.
It's about a young man named Quasimodo who's lived in the bell tower of Notre Dame in Paris for all of his life.
Then there's a young captain who's just returned from war, and now he's the lead of the Archdeacon's Guard. There's an archdeacon, Frollo, he's Quasimodo's keeper up in the bell tower.
Frollo has told Quasimodo that he's not allowed to leave the bell tower because of his physical deformity, but one day he does decide to leave on the Feast of Fools so that he can experience what life is like out in the world, and he meets a young woman named Esmeralda.
And all of these characters all have an infatuation with Esmeralda, who is the gypsy that just came to town. And we all are competing for her affections, and that's really the start of all the conflict.
CCTV was able to speak with a couple of the leads in the play to learn more about their interesting characters.
My name is Monica Wright, and I'm playing the role of Esmeralda. My character is a young woman who is a member of the Romani people. She's new to Paris, and she's a dancer, and she becomes basically entwined in this whole story with these 3 men, Quasimodo, Phoebus, and Frollo, and she becomes sort of intertwined in their lives and their stories. I've really had a connection to Esmeralda ever since I was really, really young. I dressed up as her for Halloween when I was 6 years old. One of my favorite things about Esmeralda is that she's very outspoken. She's not like your typical Disney princess. She's very strong. She's very concerned with her people and making sure that they're treated equally, the same as everybody else in the city. And she has a very strong sense of justice, and all of those things make her probably one of my favorite Disney characters, if not characters in any form of literature.
My name is Daniel Monopoly. I play Quasimodo. He's really an incredible character. He's so sweet and innocent, and he's been locked up in the bell tower for his entire life. So when we meet Quasimodo, it's just about before he goes out into the world for the first time. And that experience doesn't really go as planned. We get to go on this journey with him as he's experienced all these new things, experiencing what he considers love and attraction, and really just seeing the cruelty of the world as well, and how those things are all connected. Quasi is unlike any other role I've really gotten to play. He's so physically different. Yeah. We've been working a lot on the physicality of having the hunchback, and he's near deaf as he's spent his entire life in a bell tower. And those bells, the decibel level, sitting near that, ringing those bells, for however many times a day, for his entire duration of his life, he has very hard of hearing. He really has a raspy voice, not being able to really distinguish different sounds, but really just getting into the physicality of it, that's definitely been the most challenging. The thing I'm most excited about is really just the community of actors and performers that are coming together here. The cast is about 22, but there's a choir of another 20 people. And that sound, when we all sing together, is the best sound I've heard from a show I've ever been in, with a collective ensemble. Yeah. And the production staff that's backing us, it's the most talented teams of designers I've ever worked with. This is my first show really in this area. Everyone, the talent level is so high, and everyone is so welcoming. So really just being able to perform it with all these great people, that's going to be great.
The production team and cast are working tirelessly to put on the best show possible. I asked the cast members about what audiences can expect from this play.
People coming to this performance can expect to see a lot of great talent, and not only that, but the set is going to look amazing, and as well as the costumes. It's going to be just spectacular.
I think they can definitely expect to find an experience unlike one that they've had at other community theaters, and not to detract from anything anyone else has done, just the set design. Alan's worked all over the place, so his work is well known, but the things they're doing to the whole theater and not just the stage is really going to be breathtaking to come in, and this is such a massive undertaking. It really takes a theater with a lot of guile to take this on, to put it that politely.
And you'll have to see the rest of the musical in order to find out what happens.